you through a beginner Diastasis Recti deep core training routine that you can follow every single day to train your deep core muscles. So we're going to jump right into it by laying on our back on our mat. You're going to have your knees bent. You're going to put your hands on your ribs. We're going to start with diaphragmatic breathing. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Notice how your rib cage expands outwards into your hands. And then breathe out forcefully like you're going to blow out candles. Notice how your ribs come down and together and your core engages at the end of that exhale. Let's do it again. Breathing in and out. Deep breath in and breathing all the air out of your lungs. On the next one, as you exhale, I want you to do a sound at the end of your exhale just to get any more air out of your lungs. So taking a deep breath in and out. Push all of that air out of your lungs. Let's do a couple more. Nice job. Go ahead and slide your hands down to your hips. We're going to keep breathing, but this time as we exhale, we're going to rotate our hips backwards, pushing our low back into the mat, really pulling belly button to backbone, and then inhale, return to a neutral spine. So exhale, rotate your hips back, push your low back into the mat. Inhale, return to a neutral spine. As you do the next one, I want you to think about pulling your pelvic floor in and up. If you don't know how to do that, then I want you to imagine you're trying to hold your pee or stop the flow of urine. So those same muscles that you use to do that, that's the muscles that I want you to contract and think about pulling in and up. And you might not have mind muscle connection for those muscles yet, but that's okay. I want you to keep breathing and keep going through the motions, pushing your low back down as you exhale. Let's add the s sound. Nice job. On this next one, I want you to hold that pelvic tilt. So breathing out, press your low back down, holding the pelvic tilt. So keeping your low back pressed against the mat. Now we're going to practice breathing while we're contracting our deep core muscles. So keep your low back pushed down. You're going to exhale, slide your right foot out. And then inhale, slide it back in. Keeping your low back pressed against the mat the whole time. We're going to switch sides. Exhale, slide the left foot out. Inhale, slide it back in. Think about pulling your pelvic floor in and up with every single rep. Pressing your low back down a little bit harder every single time that you move your foot out. You might feel your back want to arch up, but try to use your deep core muscles, pulling belly button to backbone to really keep your core engaged, pushing your low back down. Going slow and controlled. Nice. Now we're going to go to dead bugs. If you need to modify dead bugs, then you can just have one arm and one leg up. Or if you can do full dead bugs, you can have both arms and legs up. So dead bugs, you're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg out, just like this. And then if you can do the regular dead bugs, go ahead and lift both arms and legs, and you're still extending opposite arm, opposite leg out. Using the same technique that we were using just a second ago, press your low back down. You're going to exhale as you extend your arm and leg out. Inhale to pull it back in. Exhale to extend. Inhale, pull it in. Keep breathing. Keep pressing your low back down. Keep pulling your ribs down towards your hips, keeping that rib to hip connection. One more. Nice job. Go ahead and rest your feet down on the floor. You're going to take your hands back to your hips. We're going to take a deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, do a glute curl up. So squeeze your glutes, curling your hips up until you reach the top of what you feel comfortable with, and then roll back down as you inhale. Back to neutral spine, and then exhale, press your low back down into that pelvic tilt, squeeze your glutes into a glute curl up, and then curl yourself back down one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down. Nice job. Let's do one more here. This time you're going to hold it at the top. You're going to think about pulling your belly button in towards your spine. And also think about pulling your pelvic floor in and up. So again, using those muscles to help stop the flow of urine. Think about pulling those muscles in and up. You're just going to hold it here. We're breathing, taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Every time you exhale, I want you to think about squeezing your core a little bit tighter and lifting up through your pelvic floor a little bit more. Pulling pelvic floor in and up. Hold your hips just a little bit higher if you can. Squeeze your glutes. Good. Keep going. Keep holding it here. We've got about 15 more seconds here. Still pulling pelvic floor in and up as you exhale. Belly button to backbone. And relax. Roll yourself back down. Nice job. Next, we're going to go over to our side. We're going to do side planks on each side, but we're going to do side plank dips first. So I want you to think about pulling your ribs down towards your hips, so not letting them flare out, but pull them down, keep them connected to your hips, and then I want you to take a deep breath in to prepare. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. Let's do 5 like this. 3, 4, and 5. You're gonna hold it here. We're gonna hold it for about 25 seconds here. So try to think about elongating through your spine. If you can go up onto your feet, feel free to do that. I want you to challenge yourself, but I don't want it to be too challenging to where you can't do it with good form. So raise your hips just a little bit higher for the last 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Let's go ahead and flip it over to the other side. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So starting on your elbow and your knees, you're going to think about pulling your ribs down to your hips. So think about engaging your core, pulling hips up to ribs, ribs down to hips. Take a deep breath to prepare. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. 3, we're going to do 5, 4, 5, let's hold it here. Holding here for about 30 seconds, 25 seconds or so. Keep breathing, keep thinking about pulling your ribs down to your hips. Don't lose that rib to hip connection. Think about elongating through your spine. If you can go up onto your feet, then go onto your feet. Keep breathing. Hold your hips a little bit higher for the last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Nice job. You can go ahead and push yourself up to a seated position. That was a really short, really simple, deep core training exercise that you can repeat every single day. So let me know what you think, and if you want to see more just like this. I'll see you in the next video.